We interrupt this program for a special report from the Channel 2 newsroom. Here is Beverly Carr.
Good afternoon. President Carter landed at Spokane International Airport about 40 minutes ago. He's been talking with city, county, and state officials since then. We're standing by live at the airport fire station. Mike Goldfein is with the president, who is expected to make a speech. Mike?
Well, you were always on our knees, you know that.
Yeah, as we said, we're in the fire station waiting. The president has been upstairs where he's been conferring with local officials. Here comes Congressman Foley. The president should come through the door any minute. Ron Baer ran the meeting upstairs, surprisingly, and the president, from every indication we have, sat and listened, asking questions when questions were needed. He apologized to those people in the Ritzville area and in the harder hit areas that he isn't able to get out there and take a look for himself.
Was not able to stop in some of the outlying areas. Again, he consistently praised Washingtonians for their courage, as he put it. We are now going back to Mike Goldfein, who is standing outside with President Carter.
Someone had told me it was like the surface of the moon, but it's much worse than any photographs I've ever seen of the moon. The first impact of the explosion, which, as I said in there, was equivalent to a 10 megaton bomb, which had just burned the trees everywhere that within 15 miles of the explosion instantaneously. They think the temperature was probably up to 800 to 1,000 degrees, even 12, 15 miles away. And then the next thing was a shock wave that came, and every tree is either flat on the ground or covered up with ash completely. In the valley, they say the ash is 200 to 400 feet deep, and it's bubbling up now like a cauldron, where these extremely large blocks of ice are located underneath the surface. I call them icebergs. I don't know the proper name for them, but Jody Powell said that the scientific name is big chunks of ice. But anyhow, where the ice is melting in this hot very closely with state officials on how we might better cooperate in the future to minimize any danger or adverse effect of the Mount St. Helens explosion. It's been one of the most powerful and destructive national and natural phenomena in history. There is nothing in recorded history to equal what has been exerted here in force in the continental United States, equivalent, some have estimated, to 10 million tons of TNT, or a 10 megaton bomb exploding of atomic power. I've flown into the area to see the devastation there, and it's truly unbelievable. Of course, east of the explosion was where most of the dust has settled. And this is a very troubling problem for us. In the area of Richfield and about 40-mile radius around there was the heaviest concentration of this fallout material. It's 3 to 5 inches deep. Transportation is still obstructed in that area. And of course, here in Spokane, there was about a half-inch of the material deposited on the ground. The rain has alleviated an immediate problem of the fine dust in the air, but I hope that everyone, as the material dries out, will continue to wear a face mask of some kind to minimize the material that will go into one's lungs. We have assessed county by county already concerted effort of individual citizens. There has been a remarkable absence of a panic and a tremendous exhibition of patriotism, cooperation, and community effort to clean up in this region. And I want to congratulate the people here for that attitude and hope it will continue. The first responsibility, obviously, will be on individual citizens. The cities are doing the best job they can. And
it was a short visit for the president. He was on the ground in Spokane a little more than an hour. He never did get a chance to see the ash that we've been fighting for days firsthand. Local officials that met with him here are hoping that words have expressed their plight. Don Roberts, Channel 2 News, with the president at Spokane International Airport.